Welcome back to the CryptoLabs YouTube channel. Two reminders. Really quick message. Two reminders. One, super important. The other, even more important. Both extremely important. One, financial freedom, getting rich, having money. Why do we want that? I was thinking about this for the last 4 or 5 days of like, why, when you ask someone, hey, do you want more money, or do you want to be rich, or do you want to be financially free? They say, yeah, of course. But what's behind that? It's not dollars in a bank account. We don't want just big stacks of money sitting in the living room so we can look at it, unless you're like some kind of rapper or, Scarface. But we don't want paper, dollar bills, or digits in a bank account just so we can look at it. If I said, hey, I'll give you $100 million, but you can't touch it until you're 100, you'd probably say, well, that's not the greatest deal, unless you're thinking of, legacy and your kids and your kids' kids. I get that. But you'd be kind of like, well, I don't know. That's kind of not a really good deal. We want the freedom. That's it. We want the freedom. We want our time back. We want to be able to do the things that are important to us with people that are important to us without all the restrictions of not having the resources to do it. Big lesson I learned. Resources. Instead of calling it money, instead of calling it dollars and cash, just call it resources. I want more resources available to me so I can have time to do things that are important to me. And everyone would have a different definition of what freedom means to them. And I highly recommend that you define what that freedom looks like to you. I'm very clear on what it looks like to me. It was 4 a.m. today. Went for a stroll. No one's up, clearly. We're in a city called Kelowna. Been here for about a week. Went for a walk at 4 a.m. It's around 5:30 right now. Got to really connect. Cried freaking tears of gratitude this morning. The sun was kind of peeking through the clouds over there. I felt like the whole universe was speaking to me. And I felt such a connection to kind of the path we're on and what we're building and what we're doing, and felt just insane gratitude. I've been here for a week working off a laptop. I was part of a mastermind for 2 days, hung out with some really amazing people, went for some amazing hikes, and then we travel home Wednesday. That to me is a sliver, a piece of a well-defined vision and a definition of freedom that I defined a decade ago. Then I just had to ask myself, what's the financial situation? What resources do I need to make that happen? How does that have to look? It's the first of the month today, and I went into different interest-bearing accounts, some in TradeFi. I even have a high-interest savings account. In crypto and DeFi, it was a week. I didn't check anything. Finally, last night, I went in just to see what the yields were, and I'm like, last month, all the yields across all the accounts, all the investments easily paid for my lifestyle. That's wild. But it was a well-defined vision and a definition of freedom and financial freedom that was defined almost a decade ago. And every single morning, it used to be notebooks. Now I have one of those notable things because it's awesome. But I look, what's freedom mean? Why am I playing this game? What's the rules of this game? Where am I going? And almost not a day goes by. Some days do if I'm traveling and I'm in airports, blah, blah, blah. But this morning, it was an hour and a half reconnecting to that, because there's another level of freedom that was kind of, that I defined over the last week by seeing new possibilities, by hanging out with some people that opened my eyes to new possibilities. It's like, hey, Lucas, and I review it every day, but what's it look like to you? I think you ask so many people and they're just like, well, I just like to have enough to, if you could wake up, pulled out of bed, excited by something so much bigger than you, what would that be? What's freedom look like to you, specifically? That's reminder number one. Reminder number two, our audio experience is launching in the next couple days. Some will call it a podcast. We're calling it an audio experience. It's 5-minute audio experiences that talk everything from money and financial freedom and investing and crypto and DeFi, all the way to personal habits, goals, etc. And our whole team has come together to create these experiences. The whole UIG team, the whole delivery team, all the coaches, all the mentors, and we are releasing it. I think we're 30 episodes in now, which is what we wanted before we released it. It's a daily audio experience, and every single day, a 5-minute or less audio comes out to keep the listeners kind of plugged in, tuned in, and just keeping it conscious, their pursuit of financial freedom holistically. And our hope and desire is that people, it's like a little cup, and we could pour into it every day for 5 minutes, keep that cup full. And two, for also our clients or members and the people in the UIG and Fast Track and the Accelerator program, a reminder to stay connected, stay plugged in. There will be prompts to say, hey, come in the UIG and share this prompt, or share this, share that, do this, do that, go here, go there. That launches really, really soon. Really excited for that. That's been a big project, but we're excited to launch that. If you do want access to it, just let me know in the comments below. Say audio experience or podcast. I'd love to listen, etc. When it releases, I will let you know. It'll be across all major platforms, including iTunes and Google Music and Plays and whatever else is out there. It's across them all. So we're really excited for it. We'd love to stay connected with you and for you to experience that and stay connected with us. That said, I'm going to get out of here. Remember, define what financial freedom looks like to you. Specifically, what are you working towards? What's all this for? How is it going to benefit other people? How can you change the world with it? You start with you, and then your family, and then your extended family, and then the people around them. I'm like, that's a life worth waking up to every day. I just felt so freaking called to sharing that. I just felt so connected this morning. So that's that. With that said, I'll let you go. Crush it, and we'll talk soon. Peace.